Hey, how's it going? Let me ask you a quick question. How many times have you thought about changing your car, checked out the SUVs on the market, and had to close the browser tab because the prices were just ridiculous? Yeah, everyone's feeling the same way. But what most people don't know is that there are 5 SUVs out there that are practically perfect. And the best part, they're still affordable. Yes, they actually exist. And we're not just talking about low price tags, but bold design, cutting-edge tech, plenty of comfort, and that feeling of, okay, now this is it. So stick around until the end, because one of these might be exactly what you've been looking for, even if you don't realize it yet. And first on the list is the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, which looks like something straight out of a futuristic movie, but with its feet firmly on the ground. It's the kind of SUV that makes you look twice but doesn't need to shout for attention. It just exists, bold, confident, and says it all without a word. And it's not just about the design, though that alone is a big win. The Tucson is comfortable, quiet, spacious, and it's packed with smart tech that impresses without overwhelming. Physical buttons for volume and AC, a generous 12.3-inch screen, a clean and intuitive layout. It sounds simple, but it makes a huge difference in everyday life. But the best part comes when you hit the gas. It packs a combined 231 horsepower from a 1.6 turbo engine and an electric motor. And if you're someone who wants even more, there's a plug-in version that pushes 268 horsepower and gives you over 30 miles of pure electric range. For city dwellers who want to avoid gas stations, that's a game changer. It gets 38 miles per gallon, both on the highway and in the city. That means fewer stops, more savings, and less stress. With standard all-wheel drive and a 6-speed automatic transmission, it's ready for any kind of drive. Whether it's a rainy day when you don't want to worry about traction, or a weekend trip on a dirt road. The Tucson isn't just a pretty car. It's a complete SUV, built for those who want more, without spending a fortune. Now, if you're the kind of person who still enjoys driving, who loves the feeling of control, the immediate steering feedback, there's another SUV that might surprise you. Because it doesn't try to be the most spacious, or the most high-tech, but it delivers something very few do these days: soul. The 2025 Mazda CX-5 is the SUV that doesn't feel like an SUV. It feels like an extension of your body. The way it responds to commands, the smooth acceleration, the way it hugs curves. Everything about it invites you to drive, not just commute. It doesn't need gimmicks, just the open road. Even in the base version with 187 horsepower, it proves it knows what it's doing. But if you want that extra push in your back, there's a turbo version with 256 horses that makes any freeway drive a lot more exciting. And what's most impressive is how effortlessly it delivers power. No noise, no drama, just clean, smooth performance. Inside, it's sober and elegant. Nothing over the top, nothing hollow. High-quality materials, seats that hug you, and a layout that feels like it was designed by someone who actually drives. It's not the biggest in its class, but once you're inside, everything feels built to last, and to make sense. All-wheel drive comes standard. You don't have to pay extra for safety, grip, or stability. That's included. And with 8 trim levels available, you can go from basic to luxurious. What doesn't change is the feeling of being behind the wheel of something made with care and purpose. And the next car is the kind that surprises you precisely because it doesn't try too hard to impress. The 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid looks discreet at first glance, but all it takes is one drive to understand why it's become a benchmark. The ride is incredibly smooth. Everything feels calibrated to give you comfort, safety, and a certain peace of mind. No jolts, no excessive noise. The hybrid system delivers 204 horsepower in a linear, almost intuitive way, as if the car already knows where you're headed. Fuel economy is one of its biggest strengths. In urban settings, it reaches 43 miles per gallon. On the highway, 36. That means fewer gas station stops, less money going into your tank, and more time enjoying the road, or escaping traffic. It's the kind of SUV made for a heavy routine, for those who drive a lot, and want to save without giving up comfort. Inside, the CR-V is impressive. Nothing feels overdone, but everything is right where it should be. The materials are soft to the touch, the seats offer real comfort, even in the back, and the space is legit, not just on paper. You can bring the whole family, the luggage, or simply stretch your legs after a long day. And it's funny how it balances all this with a sober, almost elegant design. It feels like a car that respects your time and your money. And these days, that's a big deal. Now, if the CR-V is the smart, safe choice, the next one goes even further. It gives you the feeling that you're getting more than just a car, almost like you're investing in peace of mind. We're talking about the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander. Right off the bat, the interior space stands out. It offers 3 rows of seats that aren't just there for marketing. They actually fit adults comfortably. Even passengers in the 3rd row can ride without feeling like they've been punished. And every detail inside was carefully thought out, from the finishes and panel gaps to the positioning of the controls. Toyota made sure to show that you can have a big SUV that's well built and still practical. The standard engine is a 2.4-liter turbo with 265 horsepower. That might sound modest compared to some full-size SUVs, but the power delivery is sharp, and the 8-speed automatic transmission shifts with confidence. In real-world driving, it performs well in both city and highway conditions, even when fully loaded. And if you want more grip, there's an all-wheel drive version available. What's really impressive is that even with its size, it still manages to be efficient, which already puts it ahead of many rivals. Another big advantage? The Grand Highlander can tow up to 5,000 pounds. That means it can easily handle a trailer, jet ski, or whatever else your weekend or family trip demands. Unlike some SUVs that promise versatility but don't deliver, this one truly does the job. The cabin is quiet and well insulated, almost like a retreat. The sound system fills the space nicely. The screens are modern without being overwhelming. And above all, everything just works. It's not the kind of car that needs gimmicks to look high-tech. It simply delivers, and delivers a lot. Perhaps the Grand Highlander's greatest strength is this: it inspires confidence. Not just while driving, but long-term as well. It feels like the kind of SUV that'll be with you for many years. No nasty surprises, no broken promises. And in a market full of flashy options, sometimes what matters most is exactly that. A vehicle that delivers everything it promises, with space to spare, and that signature Toyota reliability people know and trust. If you're enjoying this content so far, I suggest you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, my friend. And to close out this list in style, we have the 2025 Kia Telluride. It's not just a utility vehicle with 3 rows of seats. It's practically a living room on wheels. The interior space is generous in every way. The front seats offer premium materials, the 2nd row feels like a sedan in terms of comfort, and even the 3rd row, yes, all the way in the back, has real space. And the finish is impressive. No cheap plastic or lazy design shortcuts. Everything was designed to look and be robust, attractive, and functional. Under the hood, the Telluride features a naturally aspirated V6 engine that delivers 291 horsepower with impressive smoothness. There are no sudden power spikes, no response delays. It just goes. Whether you're driving in the city, going on long trips, or even tackling rougher terrain, thanks to nearly 10 inches of ground clearance, it handles it all. You can choose between front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, depending on your lifestyle. Either way, it behaves with the kind of stability that inspires confidence in every turn, every brake. It's not the most fuel-efficient SUV on the list, and it doesn't try to be. But with 23 miles per gallon in its most efficient version, it still delivers solid numbers for anyone who knows what they're getting. A complete, reliable SUV with presence and plenty of capability. The Telluride doesn't need to prove anything. It just becomes part of your life and delivers everything it promises, with comfort, performance, and a design that, even if discreet, commands respect wherever it goes. If you've made it this far, you've seen that these 5 SUVs offer a lot for a fair price. Now tell me, which one caught your attention the most? Have you had any experience with one of them? Drop a comment below. Your opinion matters a lot. And don't forget, click on the video that's about to pop up here on the screen, because in it, I'll show you the 5 best compact SUVs to buy in 2025 without a second thought. If you want to make the right choice, that next video is a must. See you there.